Hello and welcome to Dino Graveyard. Tonight's stream continuing from the previous nights, the same basic idea, but leaning a little bit more hard into that graveyard hate with Leyline of the Void, as you can see right there. We'll jump into the brief changes and then we'll get right into the matches for you guys. If you are enjoying all this Dino stuff, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But starting things off, of course, Commune. Probably always in there. And we do have the 3 amigos today. I wanted to add a little bit more stuff early on. Nice. Always having a 2-drop. Drover the Mighty. Pretty fantastic as a 3-3. A little bit extra aggression if we don't need that ramp. But there can be some pretty sweet, efficient lines of play with these guys. And other stuff, of course. So I feel pretty happy to bring him in. Of course, Rotting Regisaur. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Hopefully that comes into play. Helps us cast a Ghalta, perhaps, you know. Deathgorge Scavenger. Yep. Deal with the graveyard. That's the name of the game tonight. Shifting Ceratops. Yep. Good stuff. Regisaur Alpha. Not much more to say. Carnage Tyrant. Now you will see the list is a little different. I did cut the single Rampaging Ferocidon that I had in here, and I added another Carnage Tyrant just because I feel with Drover and just all the 3 amigos there should be a pretty good chance to get enough to play something like Carnage Tyrant. And then if we get, you know, a second one, that's just fantastic. That might just close out the game right there. Mana base still pretty awesome. I have been considering Bojuka Bog. For anyone that doesn't know, it's a land that comes into play tapped. It taps for a black, and whenever it does come into play, you exile target player's graveyard, which is certainly what we want to do against a wide range of stuff. Kind of similar to other things, but it's attached to a land. You know, if we get a Leyline of the Void late in the game, it's not really doing anything if we already have one in play. So I think Bojuka Bog may be a nice switch with Leyline of the Void here, or just an addition to go super hard. If you're on a graveyard strategy, well, good luck. You're going to be shedding some tears with all this hate. Reckless Rage. Fantastic. The match, just before I started this stream here, I did take down Greasefang vehicles with this card, so certainly having that in. 4 of lovely stuff. 3 Rampaging Ferocidon, as I mentioned, and then Ripjaw Raptor to close things out. Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm just happy I've taken down some Greasefang. It's not a total loss, but sometimes maybe you guys have faced it, getting those big nasty vehicles early, turn 3. Not a good sight. Very rough. Anything that cheats stuff out of the graveyard is not a good day. My goodness. Got my coffee ready and water. I might drink a little bit less coffee tonight. See how that goes, but always some amount of coffee. Oh, okay. It looks like it's working. I had to reconnect. I'd left it open too long, so I thought it might have glitched perhaps and had to reset the client, but that was not the case. I mean, it's very risky. I'm seeing Luris of the Dream Den, so they are on graveyard stuff. I think that's way too risky. With 2 Ghaltas, if I had 2 lands in there with Huntmaster and Rotting, I might do it, but that's much better, much better. Let's play it a little safe, just because I would expect probably Marauding Raptor to eat some sort of removal or just get discarded here by that turn 1 Thoughtseize. Well, not too bad, not too bad. Let's go with that turn 1 Commune, just to dig for something. Deathgorge Scavenger, I mean, certainly. Let's go for that, see if they rip it from our hand. They'll have to choose between Marauding and Deathgorge, but if they don't do anything to either of those, could be pretty good coming up here. Looks like it might be Golgari food, perhaps. And it is a little bad, a little sad seeing Huntmaster there. I think we got to, unfortunately, name human for Secluded Courtyard, get Huntmaster down, so then we go Rockfall Vale next turn. We do have a source of black still, so we are able to play Rotting Regisaur if we do draw that. And luckily the mic is working, audio, unlike last night where I didn't have it on for that first game against Azorius Control, which was pretty fantastic to start taking down that deck. Any kind of control, but... Oh, well, hey, at the very least, they don't have the cat yet, so that is always a lovely thing. But Deathgorge Scavenger, yeah, definitely. Drover for one. See, this is also a benefit with Secluded Courtyard if we do have to name human. Can come into play and help us cast Drover the Mighty there, so also something to keep in mind. Definitely Deathgorge, though. Get rid of Commune. Saving the day. Good stuff. That's a lot of bodies. I mean, if all goes well... Yeah, Carnage Tyrant next turn. They got a lot of things, and I certainly wouldn't expect a Meat Hook Massacre this early, or they'd be able to make it work. If they get another source of black, it could be rough. Meat Hook Massacre for 2. Which would take out Huntmaster and Deathgorge Scavenger, unfortunately, but it looks like that's not the case. Oh, man, it's going to be nasty next turn. I mean, let's see. Oh, the Ravenous Squirrel, there it is. Good buddy, to be expected. At least they can't play it, so that was good. But, yeah, let's go Stomping Ground. Carnage Tyrant. Hasty. All the guys, and hope that does the trick. Certainly a lot of damage. I mean, if it's a... Well, I wouldn't expect a Meat Hook Massacre this turn. Certainly would make us cry, but Carnage Tyrant is going to be painful. For sure. If they can't do something to multiple creatures, I think that might be it. Ooh, no, Meat Hook Massacre for 3, I think. Yes, okay. Okay, well, we still got Carnage Tyrant. Good stuff, good stuff. Unfortunately, not exactly the lands we're hoping for, but maybe Carnage Tyrant can get it done. Perhaps it was good I added in that third one. So, oh, all right. Well. Question is, Leyline of the Void certainly would be nice. We wouldn't have to worry about any cats that I'm sure are in. They'll probably maybe prioritize cats, or they just didn't get it, but I think Leyline of the Void, definitely. Drover of the Mighty, let's drop Huntmaster. Just because it dies to, of course, Fatal Push, Blood Chief's Thirst, really low Meat Hook Massacre, where Marauding Raptor and Drover, both at 3, might survive, or might make the opponent just not cast Meat Hook Massacre. Rampaging Ferocidon, yep. Drop the Shifting, and... I could see us maybe not getting to... Well, no, Rotting Regisaur would be good, certainly. Meat Hook Massacre, they'd have to pay 8 just to take it out, along with Carnage Tyrant. So I think since they see what we're all about, I want to drop that. I want to bring in Ripjaw Raptor. Actually, yeah, Ripjaw Raptor and Reckless Rage. Drop all the communes. All right. Kind of rough dropping communes, but We are on the draw, so hopefully that works out in our favor. Certainly nice taking game 1 from Golgari Food. Ooh, I mean, it's rough. It's no Leyline of the Void, which certainly I would like. I would expect maybe Marauding Raptor would eat some sort of removal. We have Deathgorge for turn 3, but if there's no non-creatures in the graveyard, that's not going to be very good. So I think we tried a mulligan once. Oh, there it is. Leyline. Got it. Keeping that 100%. Probably don't really need Deathgorge. Alright, hopefully that does the trick. Pretty exciting stuff. That's the first time I've actually seen it. I played quite a few matches and I just never saw it. Hopefully that's good with Drovers there. Got a nice turn 2 play. If we have to, maybe kill the cat with Reckless Rage or something just to get rid of it. But that Leyline's probably public enemy number 1 for the opponent. Maybe they're contemplating not even playing this. Even if this Drover dies, which I think it might, we still go 3rd land next turn, Drover for 2. We'll have 1 red left for... Oh, okay, hey. Get rid of the cat. Fine. Fine by me. Hopefully he does stick around and maybe helps us get closer to that Carnage Tyrant there, but... Yeah, trample against a deck like this with a lot of small things. Sometimes that squirrel isn't too small, but hey, we got rid of 1 cat, so things are looking up. No shenanigans this game, hopefully. Oh, Rotting Regisaur, yes. Good buddy. Yeah, we'll go Rotting. Drover for 3, kill the cat, possibly. We'll leave it up, the potential. I'd probably, maybe rather kill the squirrel, but at the very least we'll probably kill the cat. Or if they try to kill Drover with something, we'll respond and just kill the cat at that point. There's the oven. Well, it's not a scary oven. Probably not going to be making a lot of money from that. So, alright, let's just get the cat dead. I think it's got to be Drover, unfortunately. Actually, maybe Carnage Tyrant. Let's maintain a play for the turn. Oh, yes, good stuff. Beautiful. Tempting to just grab that, but nice Lair of the Hydra. If we draw land next turn, we also swing with that thing. Should be decent amount of pressure there. But I'm thinking Field of the Ruin might take out Lair of the Hydra next turn. Still got to watch out for that Meat Hook Massacre, which currently won't take out Rotting Regisaur, and our hand is empty. Another cat. Hopefully we can take that out, or they just sacrifice it and don't have to worry about the 3rd one. Man, this would have been bad if we didn't have Leyline of the Void. Still got to watch out for a big meat hook massacre. It could be coming up. A meat hook for 6 to take out Rotting Regisaur, or Fatal Push, since they did sacrifice something. That would take out Rotting as well. Bone Shards, okay. That does the trick. Ooh, Rootbound, okay, let's get her done. Lair of the Hydra, 3/3. Almost dead 4, but again, I have learned my lesson. Alright, one more cat down. I think this is working out. Ravenous Squirrel, ugh, we want to get rid of that before things get too crazy, but at least they don't have any cats they're bringing back and forth, so as long as we can get Reckless Rage, maybe some Dino next turn, Regisaur Alpha would be nice. They got plenty of lands there, so that's good to see. Makes me feel a little bit more positive for this game. Ooh, not quite. Now let's make an even bigger Lair of the Hydra. So we got 1, 4, we can make it 6 with the mana from Drover of the Mighty. And hopefully they don't Fatal Push it. That would be just not nice. Oh, double Trail of Crumbs, that could be rough. Certainly gives them a lot of draw there. Hopefully they get rid of the squirrel themselves at some point. The goose? Yeah, I would like to see Reckless Rage next turn, or yeah, just somebody. If we can take out the squirrel before it gets too big, that's where it's at. Ooh, Deathgorge. I mean, get those drovers to 3/3s, that's absolutely what we want to be doing. Gain a bit of life with the stuff that's died, so that's pretty nice. And could make Lair of the Hydra 1/1. I'll just swing with both drovers. They'll sacrifice the goose in response, I think. Get the squirrel to 4. So maybe I won't. Yeah, I'll keep it. Yeah, I almost forgot about the witch's oven. The squirrel getting a little big. We are getting kind of low, though. Gonna have to watch out for the squirrel. I mean, it's out of range of Reckless Rage, unfortunately, now. So that could cause us a headache if we don't get something nice and big coming up here. Ghalta. Actually, I think I removed Ghalta. Yeah, I think I did. Carnage Tyrant would be... Well, that's not good. Ooh. Too bad if they did swing with the squirrel here. If we had enough to make Lair of the Hydra 2-2 to trade with it while it's lower. But as is, it's not looking good. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, more lands. Not exactly what I want to see, but perhaps we could just swing with Lair of the Hydra. Okay, let's count it out. 4, 5. Probably not going to do much. Well, we'll maybe make Lair of the Hydra 1-1, block with it to save us taking probably more than 5 after they sacrifice some stuff here. Man, 3 Trail of Crumbs, that is nasty stuff. Maybe something that gets rid of permanents that cost 1 or less. That would be pretty fantastic. Culling Ritual, which for anyone that doesn't know, 2 and a black and a green. Destroy all non-land permanents with mana value 2 or less. So, I mean, that really takes out a wide range of stuff. And for each permanent destroyed that way, you get to add a green or a black. So you could destroy everything, have enough mana to play something else after that, but yeah, that's not going to do it too low. Couldn't quite get it done. They got a lot of life there, which I'm thinking that might be nice to bring in some, well, keep the Rampaging Ferocidons in there. Ghalta, that could punch through and get her done. I do like the idea of going as fast as possible. Ripjaw, drawing some cards, but maybe we could cut Ripjaw, bring in some Ghalta, and 1 shifting. Just more trample stuff to get past some of those small blockers, the cat, the goose, those sort of things. A small squirrel, which hopefully they don't get, and hopefully they don't get as many Trail of Crumbs, because that was rough. This could be rough as well. We'll mulligan once. Ooh, well, we'll keep that. Certainly could be a lot worse. I was hoping for that Leyline of the Void, but it was not meant to be. Send Carnage packing. Ghalta would be nice, but, well, maybe Ghalta. You know what? It's the final game. It's the final countdown, sort of. So let's try it. Let's be positive and try and get the queen to finish it off. Hopefully. And hope they don't kill Marauding Raptor at instant speed, or they're tapped out. So if they do kill Marauding after it has pinged Drover of the Mighty, and that's a 2-for-1. Very, very rough stuff. Ooh, I think Marauding Raptor is going to die here. Yes. The goose. Fatal push. Something. Other goose? Okay. I don't think they'd want to tap out, but I mean, that's always nice. So they still have potential for 1 black with the goose there. So we do got to be careful of that. Blood Crypt there. Just swing away, try and get some damage. See if that draws out something that they had. Okay, good stuff. I am happy that I didn't play Drover first. Figured if they do have some sort of removal, might as well save themselves taking 2 damage and use it then. Still have the 2 left over here for Drover, which, I mean, still might eat some sort of removal, but I could draw Regisaur Alpha next turn, which we would have enough. Haven't seen a Trail of Crumbs yet, which is nice, but that Village Rites is always going to be pretty fantastic. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's something. That's how it goes, though. Kept the Ghalta. Should have kept the Carnage Tyrant since we're seeing 2, but there's another Fatal Push. Shifting Ceratops would be pretty good next turn. Hasty. Always gotta love that. Or perhaps Leyline of the Void. I mean, that could be something. We do have 2 sources of black, which is always nice. I have been wondering if with Leyline of the Void there's maybe not quite enough sources, but if we get it next turn, it's also something to look forward to. But definitely Rotting Regisaur. I mean, if that sticks around, Ghalta to follow. Alright. No food at the moment, which is nice for the geese. They got a tap to make it, hopefully. That should slow things down. Ooh, the squirrel. Gotta do something about that guy. Oh, and the Cauldron Familiar. Yikes. But we'll get Ghalta and hope for the best that they don't have anything to kill it. Because that should slam things. If she sticks around. Alright. Hopefully that does the trick. Of course, they would sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar in response to Rotting Regisaur, so might as well leave it back untapped. Luckily, the squirrel isn't too big, so next turn should be pretty decent. As long as they don't sacrifice too much, but it looks like that's going to be the case. So the squirrel I could see going to 6. I am also missing Lasso, and that would be pretty fantastic to draw here. Take out the squirrel, the familiar, witch's oven, all that stuff. Pretty scary though, 12-12. Ooh, the bone shards. Okay, well, it is not scary, that's for sure. Anger of the Gods would be lovely, actually. Except the squirrel would go above 3, so that's not good. Regisaur Alpha. Alright, it's something. Well, I'll attack with nothing. Doesn't really make sense to. Squirrel would block token, kill it. Cat would block Rotting Regisaur, so still doesn't make sense. Hopefully we get Ghalta again. I think there was 3 in the deck. Yeah, I think I brought in all 3, or maybe there was 2. That would be pretty fantastic. I hope they don't have another bone shards, and we can keep at least getting some bodies here before this squirrel gets too big. Or if we can get Leyline of the Void to stop some of this cat shenanigans. Oh, the trail of crumbs. Downhill a little bit. Oof. Well, keep playing it. Don't want to discard it. Would be nice getting a pretty big Lair of the Hydra. Now the question is, cat to block Rotting Regisaur or the squirrel. I think it can go to 8. Yeah, it could go to 8. So squirrel would trade with Rotting Regisaur. Something would take out the token. Play a lot of stuff with Earth. Wouldn't be good. Might be it. Couldn't quite bust through and get it done. But yeah, something that takes out permanents. Mana value, at least 1. Does the trick against this deck. The ovens, the squirrels, the cauldron familiars. Sphere of Annihilation. I think it is. From Forgotten Realms, Dungeons and Dragons. 1 and an X for an artifact. Comes into play with X void counters, I believe. Charge counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, so next turn, exile all creatures and planeswalkers with that mana value or less from the battlefield and the graveyard. So, I mean, it would at least get rid of the squirrels and the cats and really everything that's causing us a headache. Could just name 1. I mean, for 2, it's pretty fantastic to remove all these problem things. So I think that might be something to look into. I was thinking of bringing it in for tonight, but hoping Leyline of the Void did the trick, which might have been nice to slow him down, not having that cat there. Now, how big can this squirrel get? Looks like, could it be lethal? I'll just throw everything at it, because, I mean, they'd kill us with the cat anyways. We'd go to 3 or something, so the cat would do us in, that's for sure. Last ditch. Pretty sure it can't go to... Okay. Well, at least we got rid of a big squirrel, but it's coming back. Still might not be enough, but I'm happy to get rid of that. Ooh, that's not gonna do it. Huh. Well, I won't cause any more pain and suffering. Sometimes lands, you just keep getting them. That's how it goes. Jump right into the next match. Was nice taking the first game from him, but tough times. There are things we can do against it, and also permanents that cost 1 or less, creatures, whatever, would help get rid of portable holes, that sort of thing. So there are some other decks where exiling permanents 2 or less or 1 or less could be pretty handy. Also, is it Phoenix? So we'd get rid of the Dragon's Rage Channelers, Delver of Secrets, things like that. Would be nice to have 2 lands, but too risky. Oh, that's much better. I'll say goodbye to Carnage Tyrant, just in case... Well, it's Yorion. But they'll still probably have some sort of spells. And, of course, Shifting Ceratops against Yorion could be pretty fantastic. Now, Carnage Tyrant against Yorion might be nice. They do have things that sacrifice a creature. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. I forget what it's called. Trial of something. Yeah. Play a little safe. Get that Overgrown Tomb down and hope there's some stuff for Deathgorge to eat, which I think is going to be the case. Hopefully, it's not that turn 1 Thoughtseize, which is always nice. Dinosaur, yes. Surprise, surprise. Oh, could this be Skuriok or Bant Yorion, perhaps? Yeah, at the very least, we got good old Deathgorge. Might as well. They're going to have more stuff in there. Probably could have saved it, but if they're going to get rid of Deathgorge, might as well exile something to get use, and could see a Skyclave apparition, something. So Bant Yorion. Well, Shifting Ceratops, pretty nice against something like this. Can't attack or block unless you have 7 or more in hand. Well, not even close. So, good old Shifting does the trick. Fly right past that and keep chipping away. Hopefully they can't do anything to Shifting Ceratops, but Kefnet survives Day of Judgment because it's indestructible. And that might just do it. Ouch. That was painful. Well, I don't want to see Day of Judgment again, so... Not that I think they have too many ways of recurring cards from the graveyard, but... Kefnet. It's going to be a headache. At least it's not swinging or blocking. Would have been nice playing Ghalta, but if they hadn't used that sweeper, we would have lost her anyways, so... it's alright. Rotting Regisaur, let's... Regisaur Alpha. Let's try for that. See if they have some sort of counter spell for it, or it draws out another Wrath next turn. Could see that happening. But man... Authority of the Consoles with this Bant, but also seems like most, if not all, Azorius control decks have Authority of Consoles in there. Well, at least we get the token, but Colossal Sky Turtle. Oh, get a little bit more damage in by exiling Commune here. Hopefully they don't do anything to Deathgorge, but it's going to be an uphill battle, I feel. At least they only have 3 things in hand. Next turn we'll go Regisaur, which will be nice. Man, that authority really slows things down. If we draw a land next turn and they didn't have Authority of Consoles, we'd be able to go Regisaur Alpha plus Ghalta. I mean, that's just fantastic. But a double... Colossal Sky Turtle. That's the first time I've actually seen this thing. Seems pretty decent. Well, Regisaur Alpha, let's try it again. They're at 2, so they're not drawing a lot. Kefnet, I don't think we have to worry about too much. That's pretty sweet, actually. I don't like that one bit. I'm gonna keep bouncing things for days. So it looks like they'll bounce, well, I would imagine Ghalta. Perhaps we can get them to bounce something other than Ghalta, or bounce two things. Deathgorge, okay, yeah. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. Oh, that's my bad. I thought they had a non-creature. Well, Deathgorge is kicking the can, unfortunately. That's alright. Let's get that Ghalta, force them to do something to her, and we'll just keep swinging. Whatever we can. Yeah, they gotta get rid of Ghalta, 100%. Or maybe just play the Sky Turtle, but I think they should bounce Ghalta. Oh, it's looking positive. At the very least, well, just Ghalta is getting bounced, hopefully, and we connect with a decent bit of damage there. I'm just glad they haven't drawn a another sweeper. Keep that land in hand just to make them think we got something nasty, which heroic intervention might be nice if they do have Day of Judgment in hand, something like that. Gotta do something though. Get rid of at least two creatures, Ghalta plus something else, or otherwise out. Seems like it would be lethal. Sphinx's Revelation. So they got a lot of life gain stuff with combination of Sphinx's Revelation and Authority of the Consuls. So I can see Rampaging Ferocidon doing pretty nice, chipping away at things, keeping them lower and not getting too much life. If they had a sweeper, they probably would have used it by now. Oh, we got it done. My goodness. Fantastic. I love that. Kind of thinking Leyline of the Void to get rid of those things. The turtles, colossal sky turtles, I think it was called. Might be nice. But I do have Deathgorge, so we can maybe prioritize those things. But Kefnet, that's going to be rough. Certainly Rampaging Ferocidon. It's going to do the trick. I think we could just keep Ghalta. That was pretty fantastic. I think we did get fairly lucky with them not getting more sweepers. If they do have a lot, they're bringing more in from the sideboard if they have a couple there as well. So might be rough for sure. I am happy to see some of those new Neon Dynasty cards being used. Oh, I mean, that could be fantastic if things aren't interrupted. That is, oh, a beautiful, beautiful looking hand. We'll go turn one Commune, grab something, try and continue to go as fast as possible. Regisaur Alpha would be nice. Yeah, let's go for it. Go big, go home. If we only had 2 lands, I would have grabbed the 3rd land, but since we got 3, it feels pretty comfortable. Yeah, Unclaimed Territory. Won't take any damage, we don't have to. Next turn, Marauding Raptor, followed by Rotting Regisaur, or Shifting Ceratops would be nice if we get that. Ooh, another Regisaur Alpha. Oh, and we're looking pretty good. Now, I could see a sweeper coming next turn, which dumping Marauding and Rotting Regisaur would not be very nice. Well, let's do it. So, hey, whoa, hold up, Auto Tapper. Let's chill out there, buddy. Let's go big, go home, do as much damage as possible. If they don't have a sweeper, that might be it. Certainly, if we go Regisaur Alpha, pumping both Maraudings plus Rotting Regisaur would do the trick. Day of Judgment. I should have known. That's right. We got Regisaur Alpha coming up and a second one. Hopefully we get to 6 and we can go Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully they don't counter Regisaur Alpha here. But we did get our 6th land there, so that's looking good. So they have nothing to maybe bounce a token, or they feel safe with that Sphinx's Revelation to get another sweeper. Hopefully that's not the case, but Authority of the Consuls, that nasty thing. Makes us go, hey, well, this is rough. Now, question is, would I rather Regisaur Alpha? The haste isn't going to benefit anything because it comes into play tapped. So I'm thinking just Stomping Ground, Carnage Tyrant, and hope they don't have a sweeper. But we're seeing a mix, unfortunately. Cleansing Nova plus Day of Judgment. More stuff is dying. Coming. Oh, hey. We got something else to play, at the very least, so that's a positive. Huntmaster, that is 2, 4, yes. I can come into play tapped. They're running out of cards, though. I mean, Kefnet not doing a whole lot for them. Certainly when they have to keep playing stuff. Ooh, it's a land, okay. We got some bodies. They're gaining some life, but we got some bodies. We're going to have to worry about those man lands, though, I think. Account for that. Interesting. Yorion. Well, it's not bouncing anything, but they did have to play it. Question is, lose Regisaur Alpha, deal 4 damage. Is that something I'm interested in doing? Maybe not. Especially if we get another Ghalta, having the Regisaur Alpha would help greatly, casting her. Ooh, a Deathgorge. That could come in handy. At least it is another body, but you do have those manlands. Pesky manlands. Let's get rid of one of the Wraths. That's drawing a lot of cards. Okay, they might get to 7 here, coming up. I think they'll maybe try to prioritize that. Since we don't have anything that can block flying at the moment, if they can get Kefnet online, ooh, that's going to do it. Another Deathgorge. Okay, that's something. I think we're getting a little bit of life this turn. Trying to at least get to above 9, above 18, so we can survive 2 complete swings with Kefnet and Yorion. I do feel pretty positive, though, attacking. We got to watch out for the manlands. That can be a 3-4. Not nice. So that would trade with the token, definitely. So we'd get Deathgorge and Huntmaster through, it looks like. Nah. Oh, okay, Kefnet is online. Yikes. I think that does it. Especially if they go Cave of the Frost Dragon. They're swinging for 8, 12. Oh boy, that's definitely... So they got the Mystic Sanctuary as a way to bring back those nasty, nasty board wipes. I'm thinking maybe... Leyline of the Void could be nice. Not bringing back anything. We'll try and go as fast as possible. We took a game from them, luckily, but it is always rough. A matchup like this, killing everything. Sometimes there is not much to do. Oh, well, Rampaging Ferocidon going to stop that life gain if they do get that Authority of the Consoles, which I'm pretty happy about. Not quite as fast as I would like with no 2-drops, which maybe could have mulliganed at least once to get one of them. Try to go as fast as possible, but of course could play into a board wipe, so may not want to go as fast as possible. 2 Shifting Ceratops, though. If we can get to 5 mana, even if we can get to 4, start slamming those. Maybe not both at once due to all the board wipes. Explorer, okay, not too bad. There's the Authority of the Consoles. Well, they are not gaining as much life this game, hopefully. I say we just get Shifting Ceratops, yeah. Try and get at least one swing with it. Hopefully we draw another land next turn. Can't give Shifting Haste anyways, so that doesn't really matter, I guess. But could potentially play Ghalta. Sweeper. That's okay. Bound to happen. Bound to happen. No, oh, Otepec Huntmaster. Yeah, I think we'll try that out. Deathgorge doesn't have to eat a non-creature to survive Marauding Raptor since we don't have it, so let's try and get that guy down, get maybe a nice swing coming up. Certainly, we'll get rid of Day of Judgment so they can't get that back. Don't want that to happen. Oh, that's not nice at all. Huh, so we should have brought in Leyline of the Void. That's not good. Shigeki. Doing some fantastic work. Well, let's get Shifting Ceratops and hope there's not more sweepers. Approach the second sun. Well, we gotta go fast, and this is not a thing to go fast with. Authority of the Console is gonna slow things down. Could be rough. Could be it for us, unfortunately. Oh, Wrath of God. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Well, let's not continue with the pain anymore. A little unfortunate, but took a game from him. It's going to be hard. A deck focused around mainly creatures, going up against multiple wraths, recurring wraths with the Mystic Sanctuary plus Shigeki. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, we have something else that we want to target with Graveyard Hate. Well, we have the Graveyard Hate in, but definitely that would have done the trick, I think. Maybe. At least it would have helped. Another tick for the Graveyard Hate box. Hopefully it's not control again. I still have some coffee left. Anymore. Oh, playing first. Yep. Okay. It's not a 2-drop. I would like a 2-drop. But they don't have any companion, which is nice. We'll risk it. Could be a lot worse than that. Do have 5 lands, eventually getting to Regisaur Alpha there. Hopefully getting a 3-drop at least. Oh, okay, there we go. Huntmaster, not that he's probably surviving too long against a deck like what seems to be mono red. Hopefully it's not Boros. That's just nasty, but mono red it is. Ooh, double Soulscar Mage. That's not nice. Well, we got Shifting Ceratops next turn. Hopefully that survives something. Nope. Just rough. A 3-2. Well, I mean, we'll try and trade with a Soulscar Mage, hopefully, but okay, we will not trade with the Soulscar Mage. Ouch. Oh, Marauding Raptor, that is something. But go Regisaur Alpha. Use up everything we can. Get maybe something that sticks. Could be over next turn, potentially, depending how much damage they do to things. Soulscar Mages putting -1/-1 counters on things. The tokens probably going to die to something, but I'll hold it back just in case they swing with everything. We can maybe kill something, perhaps. Certainly Ripjaw Raptor is going to be fantastic and lovely against a deck like this. Reckless Rage as well. targeting that Soulscar Mage. That's good stuff. Well, we got some more bodies. That's always nice. They don't have any mana up, so they can't kill Marauding. And then Drover. Well, Drover would live with the token there, which is kind of nice. But at 6, it's too low. Probably over with numerous possibilities. Play with fire certainly could do the trick. Also, they could sacrifice Bomat Courier as well. Late at the stage, that might be rough. Ooh, 2 Toralf's Disciples. Lightning bolts, never a good time. It's not exactly what I'd like to see, but we'll get so much damage in. Might be over anyways with targeted stuff. Lands, that's not good. Well, Chandler's flying, so that's going to do it, unfortunately. Regisaur Raptor, hopefully, coming in strong. Deathgorge could be nice, getting stuff out of the graveyard, keeping the Dragon's Rage Chandler on the ground, at least. Reckless Rage. Yeah, I like adding a little bit more potential for removal. I think Huntmaster definitely can go with all the stuff that deals 2 damage. Certainly has seemed like a good idea in the past whenever facing a deck like this. Is it Phoenix as well? Lots of things that deal 2 damage, but especially a deck like this. Oh, that's pretty nice. We got Drover. Hopefully he survives, as always. Hey, at the very least, they can't kill Drover this turn. So, if all goes well, he may stick around. No, we're not blocking, that's for sure. Oh, Drover of the Mighty sticks around? You gotta be kidding me. Well, we're paying 2 life for getting Regisaur Raptor down. We're gonna cause him trouble. Man, that is lovely. Reckless Rage. Drawn a card with Ripjaw. Hopefully they don't kill it. I might like to take out Chandra next turn. What does she do? Let's take a look at it. Haven't really seen this one too much. Exile top card, no. General, good red stuff. Dealing damage. Oh, double Reckless Rage. Okay, okay. This is actually looking pretty fantastic. I'll go Commune, try and get another source of red. Rock. Oh. I was going to say Ripjaw. I would like another one. But can't play it, unfortunately. So Rockfall Vale, we got 2 sources of red for Reckless Rage. We'll could go Deathgorge and still have one. No, I want maximum damage. Take out Chandra. See what we draw here. Oh, more lands. That is pretty good. Right. Hopefully that does the trick.
Next time, I'll wear more comfortable shoes.
Hazaret is, that's not good. Can't attack or block unless one or fewer cards in hand. Well, don't have to worry about that. Nice. Oh, well, certainly. Let's go. Double Deathgorge. That's going to be good. Do you have any more creatures? Nah, Commune. Just hope they don't have a sweeper. That would be painful. Very, very sad. But they could go down to one here, actually, with all those lands. Yeah, I think they might. Oh, good stuff. Okay, good. We're taking out Toralf's Disciple, which is very nice. See what this gets us. Might be something useful. Hand. Oh, okay. Well, that gets things done nicely. Yeah, I think we just keep it as is. Reckless Rage there. Certainly helped out. Maybe didn't do as much, but if your removal can replace itself by targeting Ripjaw Raptor, I mean, that's just fantastic. And that is a hand I think could be good. Marauding plus Ripjaw, if all goes well, going to be a headache for them. Grafdigger's Cage not doing really a whole lot. Certainly not worried about that. That's what they want to go. Ooh, yeah, he's dead. Oh, use doubling up on the remove. Oh, hey, okay. If you want to go 2 Unholy Heats. I mean, it's not great, but there's Rotting Regisaur. That's a headache. Hopefully. We got 4 lands. Hopefully we get to the 5th one, but at least we're going Ripjaw next turn. Probably discard Carnage Tyrant. Ghalta would be the biggest headache of headaches. Yeah. Oh, more lands. Good stuff. Well, we'll get that Rootbound Crag. Of course, preserve our life total as much as possible against a deck like this. Unholy Heat. Ouch. That is painful. But a light up the stage for 3 is not the greatest. Definitely Regisaur Alpha. Hasty. That might do the trick if they can't get rid of Regisaur. Hasty Ghalta, the queen, to finish him off. Maybe. Oh. That was rough. It's been a rough start for the night. Back to Diamond 2. Man, it is just lovely. I don't care if a mono red deck is struggling in the land department. I'll take any win I can get. It's always sweet. Yes. Man. Oh. Phew. Lucky. Skin of our teeth. Had some nice, hard to deal with dinos. And certainly seemed like it could have been the right thing to do for the opponent, doubling up on removal to get rid of Marauding, but that made him down quite a bit. Didn't have anything at 2, so they basically were forced to. If we had Otepec Huntmaster, they would have only had to go 1. So going something with 3 toughness there, I think certainly did the trick. Helped out a little bit, at least. A little bit over an hour. What time are we at? Okay. I think I'll leave it at there. Leave it on a high note. But some of those matches took a little longer than I'd like. back where we started at. Some interesting things to think about. Golgari food there. Maybe something to deal with all those cheap permanents that cost one. That might be what I work on tonight after I end this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching now or watching later on. Remember, there is always room for improvement. To leave a comment if there's anything you want to see, you got any questions about what you did see, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.